Hello, Roftwood. I'm Zombie GG with the Roftwood Coordination Center, proudly presenting you with another post-apocalyptic production I like to call an RCC Fireside Chat. Now, this is part 2 of my discussion with Roddy Winters, Grand Councilor of the Knights Templar Pro Survivor Group. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show.
All again tomorrow. It's like, oh man. But it's fun. That's the part I've always really liked about it the most is the people.
The community,
I'll,
man, it's the best part of this game,
yeah,
100%.
absolutely. And when you stop talking about the actual game, you get to know some of these people. They're all over the world. We've had people from uh, a lot of English people, Australia, South Africa. We have a bunch of like Eastern European. South America was big for a while. And it's amazing that you can all kind of just, get together and do something. And I've always loved learning about where people are from and stuff like that and what they do. And it was amazing for me. That's what I used to love about it so much.
Off topic.
Yeah.
You ready for pop question?
Sure.
What do you know about the Cursed Knights?
The what?
The Cursed Knights.
Oh, the Cursed Knights. I forgot about that. That was a zombie group. Like our people, our guys had zombie alt.
Yeah, because I'm looking
And
at
we
Abel
formed,
Sentinel's profile, and it says Cursed Knights, and he has
yeah,
brain rot. He's level 45.
yeah, yeah. He did that a long time ago, but we pulled him into our little Z group. And there were about, oh man, I think at one point we had about 10 or 11 of us. And we would go just, way on the other, one of the corners or something, and just gives people something to do. Because that was when zombies really started fading out. And everybody was complaining, man, there's no zombies in this zombie game. So it's all right, well, we'll give, here's your zombies. So we did that. But, we were never cheating or anything. It
That's
was
pretty
all just
cool.
to, yeah, and we had, everybody has a couple alts laying around, and you know, and you like to see how the other side lives every now and then,
Yeah,
and
so
see.
you know Zombie GG's my main character? My like
Mm-hmm.
hyper pro survivor guy that I do all this like hardcore meta play with. Human
Yeah.
GG is my alternate character, and he's my super diehard pro zombie.
So you named them backwards.
uh,
That's ironic.
oh no,
Very nice.
GG's like good game, you know? It's like a taunt or
Okay.
whatever. Like, I don't know how many video games you play, but like when you win a game, you just say like GG and it's like good game. It's kind of like a, so it's like
Okay.
saying good game to the zombie or whatever. It's like GG, buddy, fucking beat you.
You want to know something? I'm not a gamer at all. Oddly enough, for
Ah,
somebody that's into this thing, I really don't play. If I do, I have an Xbox, an old one that I play like Madden on and stuff, but that's about it, And this is the first online game with like real people that I've ever played. It's the only one to this day. Seriously.
honestly, dude,
I've just taken,
I don't play any game
yeah.
more than Urban Dead.
Hmm.
I don't know, Urban Dead's my
It's,
favorite game. It's just so like, I don't need a TV for it. I don't need a controller. I just like can pull it out on my phone or bring it up on my laptop. And then the Discord's just a really fun community for like socializing and like a creative outlet for me as well.
mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And that's all, that's why people like it so much. Not everybody, there's been tons of people that have tried it and just, oh, what, this sucks, and bail out. But for people that can calm down a little, it's very It's almost kind of relaxing or something, peaceful if you're going around and you have nothing to do. But oh man, I need to touch up these barricades, and just walk around and do little menial stuff. It's kind of therapeutic if you had a stressful day or people are on your ass about something. And I'm just gonna click my squares for a little bit,
Headshot a zombie,
chill out.
man.
Yeah,
You know how
that kind
sweet
of
it
thing.
feels
And
when you like search the gun store and you just get like a shotty with 2 shells in it?
preloaded. Yeah.
Dude, that's sick,
I know.
isn't it? You get like a pistol with 6 shots in it. You're like, wow, 1 AP for like a full gun loaded, you know? That's pretty sick. It
What
costs
else
1
can I
AP
get?
just to get the freaking clip.
And you're like, what else? You found nothing. It's just man. So
Dude,
that wears off quick.
today I fired 65% chance, missed 4 times. 65% shot, missed 4 times, I guess, but that just seems ridiculous. It only hurts so much because there's shotgun shells, you know what I mean?
I know. It sucks, man. It's always at the wrong time. It's like, man, I really got to get this guy. And nope, not today, buddy. You better go hide. He's coming after you. I don't know. But on the same token, the other day, we really needed a generator. You know how those are a bitch to find usually.
Oh, yeah.
The generators. I went to a hardware store in Pall Mall. First click, I got one. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever gotten one. First click.
Boom.
It's like, holy.
You're expecting to spend the next like 3 days fucking searching the hardware store, you know? I'm just like, nope.
Well,
fucking
I
one
pulled
click.
down. Yeah, I know. I pulled down the menu to make sure I really got one, and I almost dropped the damn thing. I was like, that would have. How's that for? Oh man, that would have sucked.
Oh man, my biggest regret drop is my DNA extractor.
Oh
I
really?
dropped one. I found one early on and I got one and I was like all about tagging zombies and stuff. And then I dropped it because we went to like war with the RRF. Like straight up just full loaded inventories with guns because just like the Gore Corps rolled up and
You keep screwing with them, man. There's about to be a lot more Gorecore, I think.
like you said, man, like it gets kind of boring not having a arch nemesis. I think the RRF
It
are
does.
really badass arch nemesis, you know, because it's like you said, like where are the zombies at in this zombie game? Like that's kind of awkward.
Exactly.
It's strictly PvP.
Right.
There's no NPCs in this game. It's only other people. So it's like if no one else is playing zombies, the team is just gonna be a crappy experience for everyone.
Yes,
Unless you really
exactly.
want to
I
do
know.
turf wars, which I don't mind doing turf wars, but I kind of like my favorite way is just to fight straight up zombies.
Yeah.
The Scourge
Yeah,
are
me
straight
too.
zombies.
The Scourge, they were just. I missed them because
They're
I've been.
great enemies, or great arch nemesis.
Yeah, I guess so. I saw just like a tail end of that because I'd been out for a while. I haven't been on since like early this year, and I got busy and stuff, and I couldn't. And I came back like I don't know about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I guess they were just leaving, and I was looking back through the forum and stuff, and apparently we had a kind of a rough time with those guys because we didn't have a lot of our people in Kempster Bank at the time. We have the other team, like the team that goes out and wanders around and stuff. It's
The
and they
cleansing
were out.
fires of Saint
Charles. Yep.
That's your like mobile, the
So-
Knights Templar mobile squad. Those guys were actually helping
Yeah.
us at that time, that moment in time. The Scourge hit us for their second time this past summer. They hit us the first time since the RCC started in February, and then they hit us a second time in like July. And then after they're done with us, they just went straight down to you guys in Kempster Bank. We sent like a care package
All
right
right.
down to help you guys out a bit. We had some
Oh, cool.
Roftwood elite boys down there. We sent a rookie. We just packed his inventory with first aid kits and had him go down to Kempster Bank, and he just like got to like level 4.
Hey, all right. Hey, there's plenty of wounds to go around, I'm sure. Yeah.
But that was
Good.
cool.
Well,
I
that
think,
sounds fun, man.
The Knights Templar, you guys, when the Scourge came around, your numbers just went up. Like the Knights just all rallied when the Scourge showed up. It was good for business, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the
I think
RRF.
so.
They're good for business. People like the competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And they want something to do, The problem, the tough part about claiming a territory is that, well, you got to protect that thing. And not everybody comes to try to take it away from you. So what do you do in between then? And that's always been kind of a struggle, trying to figure out what to do between attacks, and it's like we've done all kinds
I call them
of stuff.
campaigns. So it's like first campaign's always to defend the homeland, and then the second campaign's to like do the rounds around the your greater influence spheres or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of it too is like some people don't want to do much. We have guys that are perfectly happy fueling generators and boarding up buildings, and
Flicking
just
their
kind of
squares.
wandering around and stuff. Yeah, it's like, all right, hey, we need that too. That's fine. Do your thing. So we have a little something for everybody, and that was kind of, the main point back when we were really starting to get coordinated and getting together. Was like we have a lot of different play styles here. So how are we going to work this out? And I came up with, well, okay, well, let's have a traveling team. And well, I thought I was brilliant. I was like, oh man, this is revolutionary. Then I started looking at all the other groups, and they all already had all that shit for years. I was like, okay,
Well, it's
well,
revolutionary for the
at least
knights,
I'm on
dude.
the right track.
It might not be
Yeah,
revolutionary for
well,
the Survivor faction, but it's revolutionary for the Knights Templar.
well, it's nice when you get to the point where you can divide your team up into stuff like that
Oh, it's
instead of,
definitely a tier.
you know,
You graduated to a new
who
tier when you're at that level.
who yeah, what's a 2-man assault team gonna do? Not a hell of a lot. So you got to build up your numbers enough, and then you can diversify. And we got to that point, and it was awesome. We had a lot. We really started rolling then. That was like 2009 or so, and we got a huge influx of people around then.
Do you have any idea
And
what the numbers were like if you just had to go off the top of your head? I won't fact check you, but I just want to, just for the sake of the story.
I think at one point we hit 70. It
Damn!
didn't. It wasn't for
70 for a
long.
Survivor faction is nuts, I
We
feel.
did. I'm pretty sure it was 65 or 70. It was around there, but like I said, it didn't last too long because a lot of that, I don't know why, really.
No, Urban Dead
I
just
mean, maybe
fluxes,
it was,
man. It always goes up and down. It's the
yeah,
nature of the
yeah. I
game.
mean, there was a point there, like every day we were getting 2 new people, and
Damn.
it was awesome. We had to have like 3 trainer, like we call them the grasshopper trainers and stuff. So their job is to just take all the new people and give them something to do. And they were getting like 2 or 3, 4 new people every day. It was fantastic. It was driving the trainers nuts because then you got to get the guy at wherever you're at and get him up there and train and all. But it's a good problem to have. And and who knows how many of those were just like enemy spies or whatever, some of that. And we've been burned a few times, but what are you gonna do? If somebody's really that desperate to basically cheat, then okay, man. I hope you had fun with it. See you later. Now you're banned, so good luck. That happened just like last year to us. You ever heard of Shack News? They were a huge, way back in when we first started. They were like the first huge horde that attacked the Knights. And I mean, we're talking like back then, hordes were like 200 zombies and stuff. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was good times, but yeah, I mean, there was no problem walking into a mall and there were 158 zombies standing there. Holy shit! See you later. I'm out.
Yeah.
But yeah, but anyway, they were a big horde, and they attacked us way several years ago. Well, they decided to come back, and apparently they're like kind of a historical zombie group. And I'm not because they were kind of just a reign of terror for a few months, and then they just disappeared. Well, they came back and really stuck it to us. I think this was last year or a couple years ago, and it was pretty brutal. And one of their guys got into our forum and was dishing all of our tactics and stuff to his his buddies, and it really sucked. And that's one of the times I really got kind of pissed at this game. And I don't know why I let it get to me so bad, but I went to their, I went over there shit talking to him, and you cheating bastard. I was kind of going off, and I said, all right, just cool down, cool your jets, bud. It's not that big a deal. So I laid off, and they finally went away. But yeah, it happens, and it's never fun to find out it's somebody that hey, this guy's really into the team, and he's been a big help. And then, yeah, well, he led you right to the slaughter. So
Yeah,
there
man.
you go. That sucks. But you can't worry too much about it. I don't know. I think it's to the point now where most of the people that are playing this, are pretty. They've been around for a while, and I think everybody's plays pretty fair, and it's all square. I think. I mean, you get your occasional dickwad, but you know it's all right.
I think
Throws a little wild card into the thing.
I think you'll like Stellar and Lord Mullick. Stellar's the leader of the Scourge. She goes by the character Rotting Rita. She's
All
a
right.
pretty cool character, and she's like right on the same page as you and I. Lord Mullick is, I think, a badass RRF Papa, Captain of the Gore Corps and leader of the RRF. No.
Well, like I said, maybe we'll come up and jump in on some of that because we're kind of in between things right now. Now I'm setting up this Discord and stuff. It's going real well, actually. I got a lot of our old people that came back just today. We gained like 5 or 6 of our old people came back, so that's always good to see. And I think it's because of that Discord. People really tend to like it. Now, some there's holdouts, but we'll juggle. That's fine. Where there's something for everybody. There's a play style for everybody in our group. There's a communications platform for everybody. Whatever you want to do, come on, join on in. We'll make it work for you.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm having a lot of fun with the Knights Templar. You guys are badass
good.
allies, and I feel pretty confident with you as a Grand Councilor. And Benaldo's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to talk with Oz Mandius Prather yet in voice, but seems like the Knights are
He's a great
really
guy.
good clique of people. Not just like effective in
Yeah.
the game, but also just really cool people to be a part of the community with.
Yeah. Well, we try. We try to make it, fun and.
Another point to talk was what you guys are doing right now. Flowers of Decay just moved in. Isn't that like a problem?
Well, I thought it was going to be, and I went. We're coming back from Kager Mall. We were up there messing around for a while, and I came back a little early because somebody in Kempster Bank saw one of the FOD guys. I was like, ooh, you know, after 10 years of playing with these dudes, anytime you see one, that's drop what you're doing and go after each other. So I said, all right, there we go.
Like,
I
dude,
ran back to Kempster Bank. I slept outside one night because I was just trying to get as many blocks closer to this guy as I could get.
dang.
And
You're like a bull who
so
saw
I
red.
found him. Yeah, and they are cool guys. Actually, I talked to them. We've been chatting for years. It didn't start off that way, but over the years we've developed a pretty good rapport, and
You
they're
just
actually
get
really
respect
cool
for
guys.
people when you go at each other that hard for so long. You can't
Sure.
help but respect it
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
like you know how hard you're working to go against it. It's just like us with the RF. It's like, man, as hard as we go to do our shit, they're going just as hard to accomplish what they're doing. And it's like a month and a half of just the trench warfare shit. It's like, man, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
definitely not personal.
No,
And
no,
it's super
of
just
course
like
not.
fun.
Nobody in their right mind gets too twisted up. I wouldn't, I don't know. It's not worth that. But anyway, yeah, the FOD guys, they're super cool, and hopefully, they think the same of us. I don't know. Still kill each other, but
The
it's all in
FOD
good
came to
fun.
my birthday party.
Oh, did they really?
My birthday is
Cool.
420, and
Uh,
we had a birthday
and
party.
how did they greet you?
Oh, dude, we had a great time. The whole thing's actually archived in the RCC Discord. I believe you have
Oh,
access
is
to
it?
it. I'll link it to you after
All
this
right.
chat. But
Cool.
we had a really good
Uh,
time. What was it? Someone made a character called Cake for Zombie GG. And there was just this character like in the building with us that was just like
yeah.
my cake or whatever, and we
Just
all like,
standing there. Yeah.
yeah, and everyone was like cutting the cake and stuff. It was ridiculous. Yeah,
Man,
just like,
that's clever. See, I like shit like that. That's
oh,
pretty
it's
funny.
mad fun. I'll totally link it to you. But yeah,
Yeah.
the FOD guys totally
There.
like did that shit.
As a matter of fact, now this is kind of interesting. The guy that started FOD used to be in the Knights Templar. Two of them, actually. The two
Whoa.
guys that started it were Knights Templar.
Do you remember their names? I can try to look them up.
Yeah, it was Dr. Summeroff was
Whoa.
like the ringleader.
Dr. Summer.
And yeah, DR and then
Summer.
SUMMOFF. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can. That Electric Eye program is pretty sweet. I don't know if you're friendly with that bot yet. It's like a Urban Dead bot
Yeah.
someone made.
The character search or the profile search thing. I know I've
His
got that
group is March
link.
into the Sea.
Yes. Oh, dude. You ever heard of
Posting
them?
it in the Fireside. No, I've never heard of these guys. March into the
That
Sea. Dr. Summeroff.
that was one. That's probably the best act that I've ever seen. It was totally awesome. They were this cult that worshipped this sea blob. And they would kill in the name of the sea blob and all these weird ass sea creatures and stuff. And they'd have these long, drawn out like death speeches and stuff before they killed you. It was totally awesome. And I loved getting killed by them just to see what they would
There's nothing
put
on the
out
wiki
there.
about these guys.
Oh, there's gotta be.
March into the Sea.
Yeah.
I spelled it wrong. That's them. Oh my gosh. These guys look
Yeah.
dirty, dude. So these are the guys who
There was-
founded the FOD?
Yes. And they split off. And I guess they I don't know exactly. You may try to track that dude down. I don't know. You know what? He's alive right now in Kempster Bank. Summeroff is.
Wow, his account's
tell him.
active.
Yeah. For the first time in years, I haven't seen that dude in years. He's pretty cool.
Dude, what if we
I
did a
didn't
Fireside
play.
chat with that guy? Oh man, that'd be a great episode.
That would be interesting. Yeah, do that. Do it. But anyway, yeah, they split off from FOD. Took like a year or so off, I think, and then he came back as this March to the Sea thing, and it was hilarious. I loved it.
And it just adds so
I always
much
kind of
culture.
wished I was good at that. I'm not real good at that. So I just, I kind of just kill and say, all right, there you go, good job,
You
or
know,
whatever. I don't know. I never.
I
know.
relate more to the militant side of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. I just wish it could get a bump somehow. I'm not, everybody that's played this and seen for a while and seeing it kind of declining, you always think, man, there's got to be a way to bring this back or spruce it up or, just make it like it was again. And I don't know how to do it. I wish I could.
I'm trying really hard, man. I'm trying real hard with like getting the community leaders of the game together, and I think if we can build a cool community, that's how it attracts things. But it starts with like the leaders. And it's like you're a leader of a pretty big group in this game. Like I'm a leader of a pretty cool like little community, and if we can just like bridge us and make us leaders like all cool and stuff, then like make everyone under us like all cool and shit, and everyone's having a fun game, then it just spreads and does its
Yeah.
own thing. But I think like this game
Yeah.
just doesn't have a good overall super meta community. We're starting to all get together on Discord now, and I think it's like, doing these like little fireside chat podcasts so everyone can start hearing each other and stuff.
Yeah. No, this is a great idea, man. I love
think
it.
this is
I
how
love it.
we
I'm
build
all
the
in.
community and get the numbers back, and it's how we do it the right way. By showing everyone that we have fun doing this shit and how rich the history is and
Mhm.
stuff, and talking about all these like crazy because ultimately this game is just fucking pushing squares, like you said, clicking squares. But there's so much more when you get
Yeah.
people involved, and all their madness and
Yeah.
insanity pooled together and stuff, and it makes it somehow
Just looking
incredibly
at
fun.
the wiki page, some of the stories in the background of people that they would come up for, just like a building, a warehouse. This is the warehouse that John Gotti, killed 48 men, just weird stuff like that. And it's awesome. I used to spend hours just clicking each building to see what the story was on it. It was some of them are great.
It's so
And they'll
rich.
pick like a weird like wasteland, something you think would never have any kind of story or something, but there's somebody came up with some just wacky thing for a wasteland or a junkyard or something. It was great. I used to love looking at that stuff. There was a lot of creativity.
And I think we can still do it. I think we are doing it.
Well, I'll wrangle the horses around. I'm not that creative a guy, but I can tell people what to do. So you need something, let me let me know where to steer the
if you
troops.
guys
That's
aren't
about
super
all I'm
bogged
good.
down with the FOD thing, then we could totally use some, a little bit of relief with the.
Well, that's what I was saying.
guys.
Like I said, I was talking about. I killed a couple of their guys, but I'm really, I thought, okay, now it's on. I got them coming at me. We really haven't seen them. That doesn't mean anything. They're probably just biding their time. But so we might have. I don't want to give too much away, but maybe
This
we'll
stuff
have
won't be.
something
This
coming.
is all getting cut out. Anything we talk about contemporary strategy is not going in the episode.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Contemporary events, like current events, will not current strategies and tactics.
We're gonna surround them in the white. No, they come at them from the north.
Yeah.
At 4:00.
This concludes my discussion with Roddy Winters, Grand Councilor of the Knights Templar Pro Survivor Group. This RCC Fireside Chat is a post-apocalyptic production proudly presented to you by the Roftwood Coordination Center. I'm Zombie GG, and Roftwood, the pleasure's been mine.